Hello, people. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hope you're having a great day today. Just as if you're an Arsenal fan. 1-0. Kai Havertz scored a goal in a dying moments. We beat Chelsea, and we're on to the final of the Carabao Cup. And I've got to say, I'm just happy with it. You have no idea, people, how much I was waiting for Arsenal to be finally again in a final of a cup. And that competition for me, in my opinion, is like the most important we have this season, because if you win a competition like the Carabao Cup, then those players will know what it's like to taste glory, what it's like to win a cup, and that's going to carry on for the rest of the competitions. And I'm talking about the league, the Champions League, the FA Cup. That's what builds teams to be great. When you taste glory for once, you just want to keep going, and these players require to take that and just taste glory, taste the cup, and then after it just keep that momentum going for the rest of the games until the end of the season. And that's something that today I saw a great game plan from Mikel Arteta. I saw the players playing how they should be in a semi-final that you're winning and you're finishing it at home. And what a best way to do it with Kai Havertz scoring the goal at the dying moments. The same player that Chelsea fans were wishing to leave the club. And not only him, Noni Madueke, Kepa as well. Two players out of the three that I just mentioned that also Chelsea fans wanted gone, most of them. I spoke to some of them that wanted to keep Madueke, but the other that I spoke to, they wanted Noni Madueke gone. They were laughing at us. And now we are laughing at them because we're in the final. We just beat them in the semi-final. We're first in the league, first in the Champions League, going to the Carabao Cup final, waiting for the result for Man City versus Newcastle. And I think we're gonna beat whichever team that goes to the final. We're going to beat them. What a way to play. Today the game was boring, I gotta say. But that's how you play when you have an advantage. You try to let Chelsea be desperate. And that's exactly what happened. I thought the game plan today by Mikel Arteta and the players was amazing. We're just waiting for Chelsea to make mistakes. We were taking care of the score, taking care of the ball, protecting the goalkeeper at all times. Chelsea were desperate, and that's why in the final moments of the game, all of them tried to go up. And we took advantage of it. Declan Rice, who had an awful game with the pass, that was a perfect assist for Kai Havertz to score a goal. And to be fair, it was kind of a game that it was basically how we've played the whole season. Boring football, not too much things that happened from open play. Martinelli could have scored a goal, but he tried to do the Gabriel Jesus thing in the last game against Leeds. Didn't work out. The shot got blocked by one of the defenders. And that was it. Basically, we didn't have like too many opportunities to score. One penalty that should have been given. Martinelli has basically a chance to shoot. Chalobah makes a tackle, gets the ball, but afterwards Martinelli still had the ball. He had a chance to go forward. Chalobah basically put his left foot upwards, making another tackle, and that's when Martinelli went to the ground. In my opinion, that's a penalty because you're not letting the player continue with the play. Martinelli could have easily kept that ball and make a shot, and it wasn't a penalty given. In my opinion, that's a penalty. But afterwards, I thought that the game, that was maybe like the only moment that I thought was unfair against us. Other than that, the game was just controlled by us. I think the game plan was great. The lineup, let me just go through it. It's nice to see Kepa in goal. Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Nketiah. From the start, we could see that we were going strong. Royce and Zubimendi, Eze, the guy that I wanted to see as the starter for this team, even though he didn't have like a nice game. We can see glimpses of what he brings to the team. Directness, straight passes, going forward, trying to find the striker, trying to find whoever is in front of him, trying to create spaces. That's what Eze does. That's how Eze plays. He's lacking confidence, we can see that. But we just need to keep the guy on the pitch so that he can gain the confidence back. because we know he's a good player. We've seen it for Crystal Palace, and today he helped us. Today he looked kind of, in my opinion, kind of better than previous games. I thought that Eze today had like glimpses of what he could bring to the team. He just needs confidence. He needs minutes. That's what we're lacking for Eze to now be at the caliber that we know. Hopefully the manager is going to understand that, and he's going to play Eze more often now. Noni Madueke, I thought he had a good game. We saw Noni Madueke kind of, you know, what he does, trying to take on Cucurella and trying to make crosses. And at one point it wasn't working. He was going outside all the time. But later he knew he had a chance going inside, making a shot. It was an easy shot for the Chelsea goalkeeper to save. But that's what I want to see. I want to see different ideas from Ronnie Madueke. Not only going with the outside foot, but also cutting inside, making crosses with his left foot as well. I thought he had a good game, basically for the game plan that we made during the game. Then Martinelli and Gyökeres, he had a quiet game, didn't have much to do. We were struggling to find spaces, we were struggling to create and gain chances. Martinelli had one, as I just mentioned, but unfortunately it was blocked by the defender. And other than that, the rest of the players, well, Trossard came in, he made the pass to Royce, and then Royce had that great pass given to Kai Havertz, that was the other guy that came in. And I gotta say, it was perfect. I was very happy with the performance. I thought we controlled the game very well. We neutralized Chelsea. We didn't let them play the way they wanted. We didn't let them come to our ground and dominate us. And we showed them that this was going to be the game for us. This was going to be the semi-final and the competition for us to win. And we were not letting them getting away with things that they try attacking wise, and they were not having a really good time at all. That's what you wanted to see. As soon as we won that game at Chelsea, the tie was over, and a lot of people was talking about how Chelsea were still alive because of the 2 goals. Just lapses of concentration that we had away at their ground at Stamford Bridge, but that's always going to happen. And we just had to control the game today. And that dagger at the end was amazing. Kai Havertz showing the Arsenal badge. That's what you want to see. Literally 3 players that they wanted out. Madueke, Kepa, and Kai Havertz. And Havertz just gave us that goal, that happiness of scoring against them in the semi-final and showing them that they're not going to do anything against us. That's what I wanted to see. The game was amazing to see. It was boring, but given the context of the type of game, the semi-final, and what it means to us, because we haven't won this competition in years. I've never seen my team going to the Carabao Cup as favourites. I've never seen Arsenal winning this competition, so I'm happy with it. I think this is the perfect competition to carry on until the end of the season. When you taste glory, now we're going to have to wait on Man City or Newcastle. I think we can beat both of those teams. We have the momentum going. We know what it means for us to win this competition. We know that the team hasn't won it in years. And now we have a chance to do it. And we have a chance to carry that momentum for the Champions League, for the Premier League, and just give these players a taste of what it's like to win as a group. Each and every single one of them. Gabriel has never won a trophy for us. Gabriel Magalhaes. He needs to win trophies for us. Now, to get that taste, Saliba, the same thing. Timber, Nkapie, Royce, Subimendi. Those players, well, Subimendi, he came this season, so I'm not going to count him. But those players don't know what it's like to win with the Arsenal badge. And they've been here for a while, Saliba and Gabriel and Declan Rice. And well, we can mention Odegaard. Yeah, that's another one. I don't know if he was at the FA Cup. I just forgot about it. Trossard, for example. That's another one. So those players came here because they had a chance to win competitions. That's what they believed. And this is the 6th season we've had. No trophies yet. So starting with the Carabao Cup, that's amazing. Then you carry that momentum to the FA Cup. Because if we got to the semi-final of the League Cup and we're now in the final, facing two teams that we can definitely beat, you win that competition, then you want to carry that momentum to the FA Cup. You know you're unbeaten in the Champions League. You want to carry that momentum into the Champions League. You know you're first in the league, 6 points ahead of Man City. Now you want to carry that momentum. So it's perfect to see big teams start with small wins. The Carabao Cup is going to be a small win, but in my opinion is going to be the most important competition because that momentum is going to carry on to other competitions. You need to start from the smallest. The small competition we can win this season is the Carabao Cup. And afterwards, you just carry that to the rest of the competitions. They need to taste glory for this club. Wearing that badge, wearing that shirt. They need to taste glory, and this is the perfect example. We managed the semi-final perfectly. 2 lapses of concentration at Stamford Bridge, but we still won the game. And then right here, a perfect example of how we managed the game, and then we just placed that dagger into the Chelsea team. It was amazing. The way we went out and how we played tactically was amazing. I gotta give props to Mikel Arteta. He did a very good job. The lineup was good, a strong lineup. He kept that trust on Kepa for the Carabao Cup. I like to see that because we need to give that trust to every single player. I wish I would have seen Norgard play, in my opinion, but that's a guy that I think deserves a chance to play more minutes for us. So I would have liked to see him. But other than that, you want to give confidence to every single player because we are starting now the final period of the season. You want every single available player to have confidence in themselves, have a momentum. If one guy gets injured, next man up. And I know you're going to do a very good job. And I know goalkeepers they don't get injured that often, but we want Kepa to gain some minutes, yeah, to taste wins. That's what I was going to say. Same with Norgard. I want the guy to play kind of a bit more because you don't know if you're going to need him at some point, and he has to be match fit. Eze now getting minutes. Great to see. We know the caliber of player that he is. I know Odegaard supposedly was injured, so that maybe was a big factor on Eze playing today the 90 minutes. And also Norgard being on the bench because Merino got injured, a broken foot, from what I saw on the reports on Twitter. So that's why I was talking about getting every single player minutes, because you need each and every single one of them to have match fitness until the end of the season, because you don't know when injuries are going to come through. Saka got injured, Noni Madueke is the next man up. He did a good job today. So hopefully we're going to see Norgard play a bit more, and that momentum is just going to carry on into the final. We're going to win the competition. I really think we're going to win it. I'm happy to say that. Finally, looking at my team winning another trophy, there's nothing else I could have asked for. And I think that the approach that we've done this season of trying to win the Carabao Cup has been amazing. You win that first trophy and then you carry that for the rest of the competitions, and that's great to see. We've done a good job in the FA Cup, amazing job in the Champions League. A few scratches when it comes to the Premier League, but we're still 6 points ahead. And a great response against Leeds. So we're gaining that momentum back. And that's great to see. We scored from open play against Leeds. Great. And today we managed tactically the semi-final amazingly. That was just... Chelsea, they were shook. Nothing they tried worked out today. And then everyone goes up and we scored that beautiful counter-attacking goal. That's amazing. So, nothing else to say, people. Hope you have a great day. I think we're going to win the competition. This is the most important for us this season because, as I just said, we need this group of players to taste glory and then carry that for other competitions. So, without further to say, thank you guys for hearing this. I hope you have a great day. Hope that you enjoy every single game that we have from now until the end of the season, and hopefully this is going to be finally decision that's going to show me that Mikel Arteta is the manager, and he's done a very good job today. Other than that, have a great day. Thank you for hearing the video and watching it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.